Have you ever wondered how licorice is made? This delicious candy, savored by many, has rich and fascinating history. It all starts with the unassuming Glycyrrhiza glabra plant. This plant, common in parts of and Asia, is known for its sweet, flavorful root. The name licorice is derived from an ancient Greek word, glycyrrhiza. Translated, it literally means sweet root. This root is the main ingredient in the making of licorice candy. The process involves careful harvesting, extraction, and preparation. It's then transformed into chewy treat we know and love. From root to candy, the journey of licorice is nothing short of captivating. Globally, it's known in various names. In the UK, you might hear it referred to as licorice. Licorice, or licorice as it's known across the pond, originates from the root of the Glycyrrhiza glabra plant. The word licorice itself hails from the ancient Greek name for this plant, glycyrrhiza, which means sweet root. The process of making licorice originates from the roots of the Glycyrrhiza glabra plant. A perennial legume whose name translates roughly to sweet root in Greek, it has been utilized for its medicinal and gastronomic properties since ancient times. The plant's geographical distribution is fascinating. It is indigenous to southern and parts of Asia, and it thrives in these warm Mediterranean climates. Typically, the harvest season falls during autumn. The laborious task involves carefully digging up the roots to prevent damage. Once unearthed, they are thoroughly washed to remove any dirt and debris. The roots then undergo a drying period, typically ranging from a few days to weeks, depending on local climate conditions. This traditional process ensures the highest quality of licorice extraction. The roots are dug up, washed, and then dried for several days. Once the roots are dry, they're ground into a very fine powder. This powder, aromatic and rich in flavor, is the base for the next step of the process. The process evolves with heating the powder in boiling water. The boiling water acts as a medium to extract the inherent sweetness and the peculiar flavor that is synonymous with licorice. This unique flavor, derived from the boiling, is the heart and soul of what we perceive as licorice. The process serves a dual purpose, as it also aids in eliminating any residual impurities from the powdered root, ensuring a smooth and clean end product. Completing the boiling process comes straining stage. Here, the mixture is meticulously strained to segregate the liquid from any remaining root fragments. This process is essential to ensure a smooth and unadulterated licorice syrup. What remains after the straining is a thick, sweet syrup, a concentrated concoction that retains the essence of licorice. This syrup, rich and luscious, is the quintessential element that brings forth the characteristic licorice charm. This syrup is then reduced further, ensuring a deep, rich intensity and concentration of flavors, which leads to the creation of a robust, flavorful paste. This paste is the starting point of an intricate, meticulous process that leads to the creation of the final product. In this process, the paste is carefully blended with various other ingredients, each specifically chosen to enhance the flavor and texture of the product. These ingredients can include sweet sugar crystals, a binding agent like starch or gelatin, which lends a certain firmness and consistency to the product, and a variety of additional flavors or colors contributing to the complexity and depth of the product. Certain specialty licorice recipes also incorporate anise oil, a distinct flavoring agent that imparts the unique signature taste that is reminiscent of traditional licorice, a taste that many cherish and love. The mixture is then poured into molds, adopting the shapes we're all familiar with: twists, wheels, and the delightful small nibs. As soon as the blend is poured, the process of transformation begins. Slowly, the mixture takes on shapes, each more recognizable than the last. The twists begin to curl, the wheels round out, and the small nibs start to make their presence known. It's a fascinating process to behold. Gradually, the licorice cools and hardens, the transformation complete. Once the licorice cools and sets, it's ready to be packaged and sent to candy stores around the world. So, to summarize, licorice making is a process that begins with the roots of the Glycyrrhiza glabra plant. These roots, incredibly potent and naturally sweet, are first harvested by hand. The extraction is a careful process, with expert foragers selecting only the most mature roots' optimal flavor. From the wild fields and farmlands, these roots are transported to the processing facilities. There, they undergo a series of meticulous steps in order to transform them into the sweet treat we all know and love. The raw roots are allowed to air dry under the sun. This not only reduces their moisture content, but also helps to concentrate their inherent sweetness. Once dried, they are ground into a fine powder, unleashing their flavor potential. The powder is then boiled in water to extract the sweet aromatic syrup, a process that takes hours of careful simmering and stirring. This syrup, a liquid gold of sorts, is the base of our beloved licorice. Licorice, as we know it, needs more than just this sweet syrup. Additional ingredients such as sugar, binding agents, and other flavorings are carefully measured and mixed in. The precision required in this step is noteworthy. Too much or too little of a single ingredient can completely alter the final product. Once the mixture is just right, it is poured into molds. These molds come in a variety of shapes and sizes, from licorice twists to fun and whimsical designs. The liquid candy is left to cool and harden, transforming from a sticky syrup to a solid, chewable delight. Whether it's black or red, twisted or shaped, the journey of licorice from root to truly is a testament to human creativity and our collective sweet tooth. So, the next time you savor a piece of this treat, remember the intricate process behind its creation. From a simple plant root to a world-renowned confectionery delight, the transformation of licorice is truly a sweet tale to tell.